Hey, it's Tony. Thank you for joining us here at Coolest Life, and got a great video for you today. A lot of times you may pop circuits, and here's what happened to me: is I popped a circuit, or so I thought I did, on my RV. And let me take you through some of the steps I did in order to figure out exactly what was going on. Because boy, was it a pain in the butt. Because I'm just out here living the coolest life. How-to edition. So what was going on? I had my inverter was making a lot of noise. I come to find out that it was basically original equipment. And since my old Bessie here, you know what? I don't have a name for her yet. I kind of like Bessie. Old Bessie here's got from 2008. So I thought I would change out the inverter, and I got an upgraded model. Got it from a reputable place and a name brand. Actually got the same name brand. Excuse me. I got it from the same name brand that the original equipment was. So anyway, installed it, and I know I let two of my wires touch that shouldn't have touched, and it popped a breaker. But which breaker? Well, the symptoms were this. I could run everything on shore power. I could run everything on generator power, which essentially is the same. However, when I turned it off, none of my house batteries powered nothing. What I didn't know is as you go down the road, those little fans, and this is A-class, so those little fans at your windshield that blow toward you operate on house battery. I actually didn't know that. Well, they didn't work at all. So it made for an uncomfortable ride, to say the least. So everyone kept saying there's a jumper. There's a jumper about this big, and it's got a button on the side. And for the life of me, I couldn't find the jumper. I went out where the inverter was, and I looked at the main cutoff switches, transfer switches. I didn't see anything there. Come to find out, I looked on my battery, couldn't find it there. Then realized, oh, I got a bunch of electrical wires here above my propane. And yeah, they're separated, so it's okay. And here's where I found that thing. You're gonna love this. Give me a second. I'm about to change that again. I just put a new cover on this thing. So anyway, disconnect the battery as it says there, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to do anything here really, except for take this off. And this gives you a schematic on the back of it here of how everything is done. Now, there's tons of wire. I actually have one here open. I don't know exactly what it goes to. I'll have to figure that one out. It may not go to anything. It may go to if you wanted to add something. So I'm not too worried about it. It's actually only one wire, so there's no real circuit going to it. But here's a nice little cutoff switch here. Now, the little buttons I'm talking about. You see that one back there? You see a little gray box? A little gray box right there? It's got two buttons on it. Two little black buttons on the side. All I did was push those buttons in. None of these other fuses on this motherboard here had an issue, and they all look really good. I mean, they're in excellent shape. My guess is they're probably not original equipment. They probably got replaced at one time, but they're in really good condition. I pushed those buttons in. That's all I had to do, and actually just used my finger. I did disconnect the batteries before I touched anything in here, because last thing you want is you to ground it and something go haywire with your system. So all I did was reach in here to those buttons. I pushed one. I pushed them both. They were both pushed out. I jumped back inside my rig, turned on my DC power as far as my lights, my overhead lights, and they work like a champ. Water pump works like a champ. Yay. That's a good thing, because I was about to go to a harvest host in about a week, and I was certainly going to be using some battery power. So we're all good. I did check the batteries, got good voltage there, and so now I got this working here. And it's sometimes you get doing things with RVs, and there's some problems that you're like, yeah, I can take care of that. Other problems are like, I need to go to YouTube and find a video. Well, hopefully this video will help someone who's got a Bounder, who's got a bunch of electrical systems like this, and they can find out where their little push buttons are and save themselves a huge headache. Well, appreciate you watching, and enjoy the rest of your day, because I'm just out here trying to live the coolest life and trying to teach you a thing or two also. Take care.